My name is Liz Hill, Supervisor of Rehab Services at Linden Oaks Behavioral Health. I wanted to just take a minute and share with you a few things that I like to do for myself that's important to me, to take care of myself when life gets stressful and overwhelming for me, because it can happen, as we all know. And on top of that, we work really challenging jobs. Like, our jobs require a lot of ourselves every day. We give a lot physically, emotionally, mentally, and it's really important to take care of ourselves and just take the time we need to refill and rejuvenate so that we can continue to do the important work we do. I know life can be really stressful and uncertain at times, and things can feel overwhelming or powerless, and it's really important to take moments to focus on the things that we can control, focus on what our body needs, what our minds need in those moments. I know for me, when I get really overwhelmed or really stressed out, one of the things that I like to do is try to connect with others. Because what happens for me is when life is overwhelming, I kind of start to see things in a tunnel vision, right? I start to miss out on what's happening around me and what other people are going through, because I'm focused on the stressors of the moment. Because when we're stressed out, we're focused on settling and taking care of the things that are overwhelming to us, so it's hard to see past that. And that happens to me a lot. So one of the things that I like to do is try to make extra effort to connect with others during those times. And then what that does is it helps me see bigger than the tunnel vision. It helps me remember the bigger picture, remember the people and the things in my life that are important, and remember that this is one moment and not forever. So I do that by doing some purposeful things to give back and give to others. So I like to take some time, make something, or do something that takes some thoughtfulness and effort for other people. So some of the things I like to do are baking. I really like to bake and give people things that I make, whether it's some new recipe I tried online, or cupcakes or cakes. I tend to think that I'm a professional cake decorator, even though I'm not, but I like to pretend. So I like to have fun and try something new and bring that in for my team or extended family, or anyone that I just that maybe I haven't connected with lately, and I need to show them, hey, I see you, I appreciate you for being in my life and all the things that you do, and thank you for being you. And so I'll do stuff like that. I like to bake. I like to leave little thank you cards or little pieces of candy, or things like that, just to let people know, hey, I really appreciate you. And that helps. That helps me also get out of my own stuff of what's happening in the world. It's something I can control. It's something I can do. I like to be able to bring smiles to people when other people are stressed, and it also lets me see the bigger picture to life, in some way. So one of the art things that I like to do, because I am an art therapist, so I like to make art, and art is very important to me. It helps me process things. It helps me get out of my own head. So the way I kind of use this idea of connection with others, and self-care, is to create encouragement cards. They're super easy. Anyone could do them. They don't take a lot of time, and they're fun to make. So I'm going to share with you how to make them, and hope you are inspired to try if you have not made them before. So what I do is basically, they're really simple. I mean, this is just the way I do them, but you can kind of do whatever floats your boat. I take little pieces of paper. I actually take cardstock because it's easier, because they're a little heavier. But you can use any kind of shape. I just cut them out, whatever works. Another thing I've used before, which is really fun to do, is using playing cards and using those as your card to create art on. A lot of us have paper at home. A lot of us have playing cards at home. Sometimes we'll have playing cards that are missing pieces, and we don't really know what to do with them. So it's nice to recycle them and turn them into art. So finding something that's a small card shaped, to create your encouragement card, is the first step. Anyone has anything that you can use. The second step is looking for that encouragement or inspiration. So Whether it's a word or a phrase that you already know or want to hear, whether it's looking at some magazines in your house and finding what jumps at you, finding an image, a phrase, a word that just really captures your attention, that's like, oh, this is what I need to hear, this is a great encouragement or inspiration. Go online, look up some quotes, look up some images. Also, you can just create your own. A lot of times I keep a bunch that I just cut out, like words, that I'll make on Word on the computer, print them out in different fonts and keep them so that I have a whole bunch of different words and images that I can use. So all you're basically doing is gluing your word onto your card, your word, your phrase, or image, and then just decorating it. Use markers, use crayons, use pen, oil pastels, paint, whatever you have lying around. You can use anything, and you're just decorating it and creating a little small piece of art. I have a bunch here that I've made already, just really simple little mini pieces of art that you can have for encouragement. Like here's a quote that I found that says, "I have all that I need to make today a great day." So, and I just use some paints or some markers. Here's one from a magazine that says, "Grab some sunshine." Little reminder to give yourself a little time, a little vitamin D. These are really easy to make. They're a good way to give back to others and make a few encouragement cards for a coworker, a family member, a friend. You can stick them in snail mail right now since we're not hanging out with people too often, or if you're busy. And I do have one rule with encouragement cards. If you're going to make them for other people, the rule is you got to make one for yourself. Because the reality is, like, we have to be our own heroes, our own advocates. We have to take care of ourselves, especially in the work that we do. It's hard work, you know, in the helping field. We give a lot of ourselves. So it's so important, and it's our responsibility to give back to ourselves and take time for ourselves. So you got to make one for yourself. That's my rule, whether you choose to follow it or not. But I think it's an important rule. And you can do so much with them. You can put them, hang them up somewhere. You can put a magnet on the back of them or a piece of tape and stick them to your fridge or your wall or your mirror or your locker at work. You could put it in your office. You can use them as a bookmark. I've used them as bookmarks for all those who read old school books and not tablets. And use it as a bookmark and a reminder, or put it in your wallet or in your car. So anywhere that you're going to see it, that you need a little bit of encouragement, put it there and use it and smile and enjoy it. For all those who say they're not artists, who say they haven't made art in a while, they don't like art, they wouldn't even know what to do, I challenge you and encourage you to try it. Like, think outside your box and do it. So one of the things that's really hard when we're going through tough times and when life gets real and life gets hard is carving out times for ourselves is hard, but one of the things that can be really helpful that we tend to forget about is finding moments for just like joy and fun. And one of the best ways to do that is reconnecting with like our younger childlike kind of selves. So if you haven't made art in years, make art, you know, and try it and see how it is and connect with it. Be creative, let go, and see what happens. You know, no pressure. It's easy stuff to do, and you're really just doing a little reminder for yourself or for someone else. That just kind of helps you get through the day until times get easier. So I really encourage you to try it. Have some fun. Do this by yourself. Do it with a family member or your family or a significant other or friends or coworkers, however you want. But just, I encourage you to try it. Have fun. Take the time you need for yourself. This is hard stuff, what we're going through right now in the world, and it's important to give yourself the time that you deserve. I really value and appreciate the hard work everyone in the system does, and I'm just so in awe by people who work in this field and give so much of themselves every day. So I really hope that you give yourself a little time for you and do something selfish and important just for you. I hope everyone takes care. I wish you nothing but peace and good health, and take care. Thank you.